How is it going, guys? If you happen to own an FRS, 86, GR86, or BRZ, chances are you've come across a company by the name of 86Squad. They have one of the largest 86 communities on Instagram with over 500,000 followers, and they're pretty well known for their apparel and merchandise. But now they're also offering parts for our cars. So in front of me here, I have their new Blade reverse light and Fang side markers. I'm gonna show you how to install them on the car, how they look, and how they function. And then you guys can let me know what you think in the comment section. Now, if you haven't already done so, please consider hitting that subscribe button to show your support. We are so close to that 50K mark, which has been a huge goal of mine. Once we get there, we're gonna have to do some sort of giveaway to celebrate. So let me know what you guys would like to win, and I'll see what I can do. We're gonna start with the reverse light, so let's open this up and take a look at what's inside. So here is the reverse light assembly. It's got a smoke lens to it, although I would say this is more of a light smoke because you can still see the details inside compared to other smoke lenses I've seen. We've got a black chrome housing, which helps to give it that stealth look. There's a red accent bar that goes across and dips down in the middle. I'm assuming that's where the Blade name comes from, and that is likely going to be the parking light, which turns on when you turn your headlights on. We have some LEDs underneath the Blade, and then in the middle, I don't know the functions of those off the top of my head, so we're just gonna have to figure it out once we get this installed. Let's take a look on the back side here at the wiring. So we've got two orange wires, which are gonna connect to this switch here that I think controls the F1 blinking function. And then we have this gray connector, which is gonna connect to the OEM reverse light harness. The blue wire that's coming off of this, I believe, is for the parking light, so that's gonna go to the tail light, along with the green, which is likely the brake light. So let's go ahead, go over to the car, get the OEM reverse light assembly off, and then install this new one. To remove the OEM reverse light assembly, we need to pull this cover off, which is held in place with these three pop clips you see on the underside of the bumper. So we're gonna pop these off, and that's gonna allow us to pull the cover off. Once those are removed, just pull on the underside of the cover, and that's gonna open up a gap in the corner here that allows us to pop the tabs off and pull the cover away. That gives us access to the two 10mm bolts that are holding the assembly in place, one on each side. So let's remove those and we can pull the assembly out. Keep in mind when you're pulling this out, there is still a connection on the back side for the reverse lights. This connection always gives me issues. So what I like to do is take a flathead screwdriver and unclip the connectors from the assembly itself. Let's see if I can get this done here. There we go. And that gives us a little bit more room to try and disconnect this. Before we install the new light, we do need to remove the driver's side tail light so that we can route the rest of the wiring and get the signal for the brake and parking light. So grab a plastic pry tool. We're gonna stick it into this gap between this plastic trim panel and the gasket for the trunk and pry towards the back of the car, and it should pop out like so. That gives us access to these two 10mm bolts. Remove those. And then remove the one on the top side of the taillight. To remove the taillight, we're gonna grab it and pull it straight towards the back of the car. If you're doing this for the very first time, there's gonna be a lot of resistance, and what I'd recommend is taking some masking tape and taping off the edge of your bumper and rear quarter panel along the bottom here, because it is very easy to scratch up your paint during this process if you're not careful. So take your time and be as careful as possible. But since I've done this plenty of times, this should come off rather easily. And then we just need to disconnect it. Now we can install our new light. I'm gonna grab the blue and green wire and route it through the same hole that the OEM reverse light harness comes out of. And we'll pull it out of the back here. On the back of the reverse light assembly, you can see that I have connected that switch that's included. And that's just gonna be tucked over to the right side for now. And then we'll take this gray connector, and this is gonna connect to the OEM reverse light harness. So let me grab that from inside the opening here and get that plugged in. There we go. We'll tuck that in there, pull any of the excess wiring through, and now carefully install the light into the opening just like the OEM light would install. So there's two hooks on the top that slide into place just like so. And now we'll take those two 10mm bolts and lock the assembly into place. We can pop our cover back into place. Make sure all the tabs are locked in, and grab your 3 pop clips and reinstall them on the bottom. We've got our new light pretty much installed, so now we just need to worry about the wiring. So grab a long rope, wire, or cable of some sort. I'm gonna be using this long USB cable I had laying around. We're gonna drop this into the gap behind the bumper in the taillight section until we can reach it from the underside of the bumper. Then we can take that blue and green wire, tape it to our cable, and fish it up through this gap so that we can tap it into the taillight. I've got both the green and blue wire taped to our USB cable underneath the car, so now we just need to pull this up and hopefully the wires come with. Perfect. Once you have the 2 wires fished up through the taillight opening, you're gonna want to cut and strip the ends of the wires, and I recommend picking up some Positaps to tap these wires into your tail light harness. I'll leave a link to these down in the description. The green wire is your parking light, so this is going to connect to the pink wire on the back of your tail light. So I'm just going to stick this into the Positap, tighten it down, and that's gonna lock it into place. The blue wire is your brake light, so this is going to go to the red wire on the back of your tail light. So there we go, we have those installed. So now we can reinstall the tail light, get it plugged in, and that's pretty much it. Plug our tail light in. And then you wanna line up the tail light with the tab on the outside. And there's also a small tab on the inner side as well, and it should slide right into place. We'll reinstall the 3 bolts and the trim piece, and then we want to zip tie any excess wiring from underneath the car. I'm gonna hop inside the car and run through the functions with you guys. We'll start by turning the headlights on. And this is what the light is gonna look like when you're driving around at night with your headlights on. I'll step on the brake, and you should see the center portion above the blade light up, and this is going to be the brake light. And I spoke a little bit about this earlier. There is a switch that you can press to turn the F1 function on and off. So right now I have it off, so it's just a solid brake light. If you turn it on, you're gonna get a sequence of 3 consecutive flashes as your brake light instead of the solid brake light. I'll put the car into reverse, and this should be the LED strips on the bottom of the blade as the reverse light, super visible. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the headlights off so you can see what this looks like during the day. So here's the brake again. And then here is the reverse lights again. We're gonna move on to the side marker installation. Super easy and simple. You don't actually have to have the car up in the air like I do. If you're working on the driver's side, turn the wheel all the way to the right, and that gives you plenty of room to work in this area, and vice versa on the other side. Now I currently have the JDM style side markers installed, but it doesn't matter if you have these or the OEM ones. The install is the same. You're gonna wanna be looking for the 3 pop clips that are literally right behind the side marker. Take a flathead screwdriver, press in the center portion. You should hear it pop like that. That means it's released. And pull those out. And that's gonna give us access to the area behind the fender liner. There's a connection on the back of the side marker that will disconnect, as well as a 10mm nut. So grab a ratcheting wrench. If you have a flex head, that makes it even easier. Now the side marker is gonna have 2 tabs, one on the top and one on the bottom that we'll need to depress to take it out. I'm gonna start with the one on top, so we'll push down on that one and then push up on the one on the bottom. The new side marker is gonna install exactly the same. We just need to route this green wire through the opening. This is the wire for the DRL. We're eventually gonna have to route this up to the top of the fender and towards the connection for the headlight. And then the yellow wire with the black connector is gonna connect to the OEM side marker harness. So we will pop this into place and then reinstall the 10mm nut. Don't forget to plug the connection back in. And now we're gonna go up top and use the same USB cord that we used earlier to fish the green wire towards the engine bay. I've got the same USB cable routed down towards the side marker here, coming out right here in the wheel well. So we're gonna connect this to the green wire and pull it up and over towards the headlight connection right there. And same thing over on the passenger side. I've got the green wire routed towards the headlight connection here, and I actually have aftermarket headlights installed, so I can't show you which wire to tap into on the headlight side, but I can use the OEM wiring harness for the headlight to show you which wire you need to tap into. So if you look at the headlight wiring harness connector here, it plugs in like this. So you're gonna wanna be looking at the top, and there is a black wire on the corner here, and that is the wire you're gonna wanna tap into for the DRL. So my recommendation is to tap it over on the headlight side and not the actual OEM harness on the car side, because if for some reason you damage the wire, it is a lot easier to replace your headlight than it is the OEM wiring harness. And again, I'm gonna be using a PosiTap to do so. Now, another way you can do this that be forewarned is really ghetto, is you can take that green wire, and it has a spade already installed on it, and what you can actually do is just shove this into the gasket of that black wire I was talking about, and if you get it further enough in there, it's going to work. You're just gonna have a little bit of this exposed, which again, obviously is not ideal, but you decide which way you wanna do it. I'm gonna get this connected up, and then I'll show you how it looks. I've got everything wired up, so let me turn the lights on so you can see how they function. There's 2 different functions. So there's the DRL, which is white. So when you're driving around during the day with your headlights off, this is what these side markers are going to look like. You can see the unique fang design. And now when I go to turn the headlights on, it's going to change to an amber color. And this is what these side markers are going to look like when you're driving around at night. And there you have it, guys. Let me know what you think of the new 86 Squad reverse light and side markers. If you want to pick up a set for yourself, the link is down in the description. If you have any questions whatsoever, comment down below. I am always happy to help. If you're enjoying the new content, make sure you hit that subscribe button to show your support. Give this video a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.